Why would he lock the door? I mean, it's not like we're going anywhere.
Remind me, who had the bright idea to stow us away on this tub?
There's no other way to get to the island where the Camellos is holding Neil.
I don't feel so good.
Near us.
No way, get out of here. How did you do that?
Acupressure. I'm touching the P6 point on each wrist. It interrupts the motion sensory signals. You short circuit that, and you keep your lunch.
Well, you always did have the magic touch.
Just because I kept you from hurling doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
It's no easy task treating her with all these restraints.
Don't you watch the news? This lady should be kept in restraints for the rest of her life.
Yeah, well, the world is a harsh place. Nasty surprises everywhere.
Do I know you?
I don't know. Don't you watch the news?
I can't believe this.
I could never leave my sister behind. Didn't I say I'd come back for you?
Even from the grave.
I'm a man of my word, sis.
Knowing you, we should stop and got a whole case of Dramamine before we got on this thing.
Everybody gets a little sick on a boat.
The trouble is, you get more than just a little sick. Yeah, we should hold for a while.
What do you know about me getting sick?
I have a memory of a summer evening on Spooner Lake.
One of the most beautiful nights of my young life.
And if you have selective memory.
To this day, I have never seen as many stars in the sky as I saw that night. The gazebo on the dock was covered with these tiny white lights. And then you carried me. You did. You did. You picked me up and you gently put me in the boat. And then we pushed off and stretched out on our backs and watched the sky.
And literally 15 seconds later, you were begging me to row the boat back to the dock. Then I carried you out of the boat because you were too sick to stand on your own.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating. I had a 24-hour bug or something that night.
Which reminds me, I meant to tell you, when I talked to my mother last, there was a flu outbreak at the hospital. Frank is sick as a dog, and they ended up quarantining part of the hospital.
Well, is Frank all right?
Yeah, thanks to Karen. But that's why I haven't been able to reach her, because she's working day and night trying to find a cure for the virus.
Oh, Karen's quite the lab rat, isn't she? Didn't she create that drug that Frank was hooked on all those months ago?
DL56. Karen thought that it could counteract nerve damage at the cellular level, but it was unstable.
Well, that must have been disappointing for her. It's too bad she never got to use it.
It was a disaster waiting to happen. If we were having this conversation up on the deck right now, I would be thanking the stars that that DL56 mess is behind us.
If you weren't lying in that bed, I'd pop you one.
Hello, Frank. Good to see you back to your old charming self. Fills me with a feeling of, I don't know, nausea.
You gave me contaminated DL56 that caused this whole thing. I should use your head for kickball.
You stole that vial from me. I never gave it to you.
If you had kept me supplied like I needed, I wouldn't have had a reason to steal.
Junky logic. How can one argue?
Look, you twist this however you want. The fact remains 2 people are dead because of you.
You listen to me. I was looking for a vaccine for the flu, not trying to create a new strain.
What you were trying to do was get rich.
And if you had an ounce of self-control, none of this would have happened. Instead, everyone knows you're on the drug, and now your days as my DL56 test subject are over.
I
I know the ADC does a thorough job. I just want to make sure that Lucy's tests all came back okay.
Well, her SED rate is normalizing. Her cardiac function, renal function, BP, they're all good.
I don't mean to sound like I'm telling you how to do your job.
Hey, look, if it was someone I cared about in that cubicle, I'd be questioning the doctor's every move. Lucy should be here another night or so, and then she'll be fine.
Would you keep me informed?
Sure will.
Orthopedics. Dr. Christopher Mullen.
Hey,
Orthopedics.
did you get my blood work back from the lab?
I was just coming to speak to you about that. Hi, Kevin.
Hi. I was looking for you.
Well, I guess I found you first. How's Lucy?
Should be okay.
So, what about the lab?
Oh, right. Your antibiotic compound is cutting everyone's viral intake by 97%. And Dr. Perry says if this keeps up, he'll be able to break the quarantine soon.
You know, you might be onto something with this doctor thing. That was excellent work.
Well, thank you very much. I don't think I've ever felt more relieved. I mean, it's great when any patient gets well, but something different happens when it's your friends and your family.
Yeah. Well, maybe now we can all finally breathe a sigh of relief.
I can understand you letting the ambulance driver live. He never saw you, but why didn't you kill the guard? He recognized you.
I know, sis. Someone's got to tell the tale.
I am so happy to see you. They told me you were dead.
Marcia, what have I told you about the T word?
Don't trust anyone.
Right. Except me.
Greg,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I shot you. It was an accident.
No, it's okay. I had my vest on.
How did you know where I would be?
It's my job to take care of you. I know every move you make, Marcia. I'll always know.
I remembered what you said about escaping if they ever caught me.
Are you my sister or what? That whole pregnancy thing was brilliant.
Genius minds think alike.
Thank you. This is Unit 12 en route to General Hospital. We are 10-7 with brake failure. Mercy is sending a backup unit. Patient Julie Devlin will be treated there. Unit 12, out.
Where to now?
To pick up where we left off.
Three cheers for the second coming of Jonas Salk.
Discovering antibodies for the flu isn't exactly like curing polio, but flattery will get you everywhere.
That's what I hear. Hey, Karen, look, there's something I want to run by.
Dr. Wexler, I just finished a teleconference with my boss at the ADC and the hospital ward. The quarantine is over.
I know a lot of people. They can't wait to go home.
Once you finish your residency, give me a call. We'd love to have you at the ADC.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for all your help.
Nurse Goddard, 212.
Oh, way to go. That is so great. You stopping this outbreak was incredible. It's one of those accomplishments in your life you'll never forget. You should be very proud.
Frank, that's very nice of you to say.
Oh, I'll never forget what you did. You're the one who came through with the deal 56 when I needed it.
I also tried to get you off of it, Frank, and I'm more proud of that than any dosage I've ever given you.
Of course, you would feel that way. You're a doctor who believes in doing what's best for your patient.
Yes, I do.
Weaning me off the drug fit the bill at that time. But things are different now.
Let's cut the bull, Frank. You want something.
We both know what I'm asking. Karen, I can't stop taking DL56 now. My body is adapted to it. Who knows what going off it would do?
We would have known if you hadn't skipped out on the detox protocol that Joe and I had set up for you.
Going off DL56 could cost me my life. How can you blame me for not wanting to take that risk?
We also don't know what prolonged use will do to you. We've already seen the aggressiveness.
Look, you don't understand. The situation with Julie has me completely wound up. And then this flu bug thing, I can't get off it right now.
Those are excuses. There will always be reasons why you think you can't get off of it.
I don't need a lecture. Now, you are the one who created this stinking drug. Don't you think you owe me something?
Yes, I owe you the opportunity to get off of it.
I need this drug to live.
Frank, you have two choices. Detox through a system of gradual withdrawal, which I will monitor. I will give you half doses until you're weaned off completely, or you can go cold turkey. Now that's it. Those are your options. If you'll excuse me, I have to go check my messages and see if Joe called.
What do you mean, messages? You told me he was swamped in the West Wing. Where the hell is he?
Frank, you take your hand off of me right now. Joe is in Greece. Mary and I didn't want to tell you this when you were sick, but the Canellises kidnapped Neil, and Joe and Courtney, they've gone to get him back.
Joe is my brother, and Neil is my nephew. I had a right to know what the hell was going on. Oh, and by the way, Karen, that offer of yours, you can take it and shove it.
Hey, when we hit that island, we're gonna have to move fast. You should eat something to keep your energy level up.
Don't worry, I won't slow us down. You don't know what I'm like when it comes to Neil.
I saw you fight through Neil's chemo with him. I know.
It's almost Christmas. Neil's favorite holiday. We've never spent it apart.
You're not gonna start now.
That remains to be seen.
Do you remember that Christmas? College, when you came home with me?
Yeah, we spent the day at Our Lady of Salvation Shelter.
And we met that old guy. What was his name?
Stewie Duncan.
Stewie Duncan, that's right. And he was convinced that the Santa at the shelter was a Russian spy.
And no matter what you said to try and convince him that Santa was only Santa, he wouldn't believe you.
So you convinced him that you were a secret government agent and you were going to watch the Santa and keep him in line, and Stewie did not let you out of his sight the whole entire day.
That has got to qualify as the most unusual Christmas I've ever spent.
You were so patient with this person that you barely even knew. I was so blown away.
And then I showed you how selfish I could be when I took off for Europe. If it makes any difference at all, I regret the way I acted when we broke up. More than I can say.
Yeah, back then, I would have given anything to hear those words.
And now?
And now, I think we should focus on the positive that came out of this relationship.
What's that?
Neil? I'll take that for you.
Dr. Ellis, 5882. Dr. Ellis, 5882.
Hey there.
Well, hey there.
You can stop reading that magazine for the 10 millionth time. Quarantine is over. We're cleared to blow this joint.
Don't tease me. I've been dreaming about sleeping in my own bed since this old fiasco started.
Well, then I suggest you call Victor and tell him to put a mint on your pillow. You're going home.
Hey! Oh, wow!
Yay!
Oh.
So, I guess that you're going to be home just in time to string Christmas lights on the lighthouse. That sounds redundant.
Yes, it does. Well, to tell you the truth, I have been just a little preoccupied. I haven't given a single thought to stringing Christmas lights.
Well, what about Victor? I'm sure he's got some kind of a light-up snowman or a Santa Claus that waits.
Oh, don't forget the glow-in-the-dark nativity scene. No, actually, Victor is off to the Poconos with Mary for the holiday.
Really?
Mm.
Oh. Well, then I bet you don't even have a Christmas tree.
Guilty as charged.
All right, then. I am appointing myself your official source of holiday cheer, which means that I get to do whatever I can to make your holiday season bright, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you exhausted?
No. Actually, I never developed the full-blown flu. Wow. Are you tired?
No, I feel great.
Good! All right, then. First order of business. Let's go get a very tall tree, some lights. Let's find some little elves.
Oh, I'll make you some of my special eggnog. It's so loaded with brandy, it knocks you right on your keister.
No one is here.
Well, with the quarantine over, Dr. Collins should be home shortly.
You know, it is a shame what passes for Christmas spirit with some people. Look at this place. Bore-o-rama, no decorations, no presents, no tree.
Too bad we couldn't wrap ourselves up in a box with a bow. Will be a nice present for Kevin and Victor when they come home.
Come on, Ramsey. Call the guys at Lance and have them rent you some lab space so you can make a batch.
You don't know when to quit, do you, Frank?
Look, if you won't make it for me, at least hand over the formula.
You will get nothing from me. Do you understand that? Nothing. They've confiscated all my notes. It's over. Get on with your life.
What life?
Oh, well, good. You're both are here together. That saves me a trip.
Dr. Cornerman, what can we do for you?
Not a thing. Frank, I have talked to your supervisor, and you are relieved of duties pending a clean bill of health. I'm sure you know what that means. You get rid of the DL-56.
When was this decided?
Well, I would imagine when you started using the drug. Come on. Getting that out of your system is the best thing that you can do for yourself.
I didn't do this to myself.
All right, fine, fine. Well, that's another point of contention I have to deal with. And I would appreciate it if I could talk to Dr. Ramsey alone.
No, look, we were just...
We were done, Frank. Goodbye.
I hope you nail him to the wall.
You know, we have been waging a war for a long time against bacteria, viruses that resist treatment, and it's been due to our recklessness. And then we get you. You managed to create a virus that is so aggressive that 2 people die in 48 hours and leave countless people sick.
But Dr. Quartermain...
No, excuse me. You have compromised this hospital with its malpractice insurance. Your experiments have been reprehensible.
I was trying to produce something that would benefit
Just
people.
save it for your defense with the Medical Review Board. As of now, your privileges at this hospital have been discontinued.
Yes, ma'am.
For a doctor with as much talent as you seem to have, how is it that all you do is just screw up?
I'm fighting every impulse to get on my knees and beg you for a fix. At the same time, I want to grab you and shake the formula out of you so I can make it myself. I think that last impulse is something I should resist.
I'd appreciate that.
I can't keep telling myself, just a little more, a little more. I have to kick it. And I think, I think the best way to do that is the gradual weaning.
You follow my directions to the letter. Any deviation and I wash my hands, you go cold turkey.
Okay.
I keep my eye on you 24/7 until you get clean. And I'll do everything I need to do to make that happen. Even if you don't like it. Do you understand that?
Deal. Now, anything else?
Yes. Frank, this is going to be one of those accomplishments in your life that you are never, ever going to forget. You're going to go beyond yourself to save yourself. Do not let go of this opportunity to get your life back.
I thought the water would never come down. I'm so exhausted.
I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing all the way to Iliopolis.
Oh my gosh! I think he spoke too soon. This feels like a real storm. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right, watch the branches, though, because, you know, trees have feelings, too.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm not gentle enough. It'll end up as firewood. All right, we got to turn around.
Oh.
Go up by the window.
All right.
Watch the vase.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it?
Oh, tight squeeze.
Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
All right.
It smells so good.
Let's just put it down here for now.
Okay.
All
Ready?
right.
Coming up.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Hey. What do you think?
I think it looks great, bro.
Oh, goody gumdrops. You're here just in time.
Yeah, we were just flipping through the old manual trying to figure out how to get rid of you.
I don't remember reading anything about Christmas trees.
Oh. Well, we can probably work something out.